Howdy there, folks. So yeah, another short game I want to play, and this is the third time I'm recording this because the first time I forgot to turn on the display capture and I was yapping all the time without the recording on. The second time took me too long. I lost my skill instantly, and now I'll try to do this right, okay? As the title says, it's a joke game based on a sex joke. They made a game based on a sex joke, but it's funny. I want to play this because I'm always in for an adventure and for a short game, and I wanted to talk to you folks through a video instead of a stream, because I wouldn't know how many people would be watching my stream, and I don't have enough subscribers to do a just chatting stream, so I'll do this instead. I'll record a video and share with you folks my feelings towards some things. So let's get to the game. Yeah, you'll notice how the resolution will change. My avatar, you can see my legs now. But yeah, this is Deepest Sword, a game about a joke. Venture deep into the Cavern of Longing. Cavern of Longing, right? And he has a dagger in his hand. I refuse to call it a sword. Long the dragon lies ahead. Because not every medieval fantasy needs to be an RPG, right? There's ghosts and goblins for the matter. Who dares to challenge me? Take the best step. Is it even in? By the way, this dragon is female, and there's a lot of art of her. And as the FW art. I bought a back, big major blade longer, drive it deeper this time. Yeah, like I said, degenerate art. Yeah, but the cavern looks deeper than before. Like I said, not every medieval fantasy needs to be an RPG. This game and Ghosts and Goblins prove it. But I'm always in for an adventure. It has always been my favorite genre, even back in the PS1 era. So there was Pitfall 3D, which I tried to play recently, but it didn't age well. And now here's the dragon. Here to try again. That's right. Heh, it tickles. You click the mouse on the left, it does this, right does this. Length your blade a little more. Be careful of its weight. It's getting deeper and deeper. So this game made me realize that the developers had fun making this, and I think this should be an easy game to create. Makes me think about creating joke games like this. But let me tell you folks, I always had a dream of making video games, even when I was a child. It's a childhood dream, and I'm getting to it now. But I'm very basic at this. I only know how to use RPG Maker, and let's see what you got. I felt something this time. Anyway, I only know how... It's almost at the limits. You'll notice its weight. Such length may be troublesome. It's even deeper now. Don't give up. Yeah, I only know how to use RPG Maker and Easy FPS Editor. I have the basic knowledge about game development, but I want to get there. It's my dream. I am a writer. I want to make my stories video games. I even published a novel back in 2020, but nobody wanted to read it. It's not a good one. It's in Brazilian Portuguese only, so yeah, but it gave me experience. I feel better as a writer nowadays. But already got this. I was stuck here in the second recording. Anyway, I am a writer, but yeah, what stops me from making video games is a big obstacle. I don't draw. Seriously, I can't draw. It's impossible for me. And the sad thing, I'm gonna share a sad story with you folks. I tried to draw back in 2018, and for 3 years I tried to draw. I was aiming at becoming a comic book artist, but it turns out art just isn't for me. Because I will explain in the next level. What a long sword you have. Oh, so deep. You had the longest sword in the land. It's the deepest sword. So deep. Anyway, I tried to draw because people told me to draw. But you know what? I gave up. I swore to myself I would never draw again. Because simply, I don't feel good drawing. It was never my passion. I never liked my drawing as much as my friends and other people trying to encourage me and say, but you're doing good, you make good drawings. Or what's the use of them telling you you're good if you don't like what you do? And I'm gonna be honest, artists, please, you are special. Don't try to say you're not. Don't tell people to go grab a pencil, pick up a pencil, because they are willing to pay you to do what they can't do. So please, stop being rude to your clients. I see so many artists being so rude to people who pay them and doing what they want to do, not what they are being paid to do. Because you know, yes, art is a hobby, but come on, do you really need to be mad at your client whenever he tells you to change something small most of the time? But you know, they don't understand. Unfortunately I do. But come on, like, drawing give me a terrible feeling of self-loathing. To a point, a friend paid me to draw his character, and you know, it gets as bad to the point I couldn't even draw my friend's character as a Doro. I couldn't even finish, and my friend didn't ask his money back. I think he felt bad for me, he regretted asking, I don't know. But the thing is that drawing just isn't for me, and I think everyone should respect that not everyone can draw. Some people have disabilities, some people don't feel good. I have friends with disabilities, with artists who were rude to them, telling them to pick up a pencil. But that friend in question, he has broken bones on his hands, he has muscular spasm because of an accident he had. But artists kept telling him to draw it himself, so it ends up in a depressing scenario. And honestly, I wish the relationship between artists and their clients shouldn't be this bad. Artists, please stop being rude to your clients. You know, artists are special. I don't hate artists, quite the contrary. I think they are special, they are necessary. But you know, like I said about development, I can't draw, and for RPG Maker games, it's essential that you know how to draw. And I would rather have a team working for me while I pay them, than to draw stuff myself, because I will not feel satisfied, I will not like it. I prefer quality over authority. Quite honestly. I'd rather do that. And you know, doing stuff on your own is overrated, because for every Toby Fox there is a Yandere dev. And look at Yandere dev. He wants to make his game alone, to the point where someone went to his project to fix his messy coding, and what he did, he got angry. He told the person to fuck off because it would ruin his game, and he wanted to have total authority. And you know, that's not a good thing. So yeah, it's this whole being independent thing. I don't understand. We grew up with Power of Friendship anime and cartoons. So why are people refusing to help others like this? Why do you have to do everything yourself? But for my games, I can write. I am a writer, like I said. I love writing. Unlike drawing, I love writing. And you know, I can get behind the writing and the programming for a game, but not for the art. I'd rather pay someone to do it for me. And the best games don't are not made from one person alone. You can argue about Undertale all you want, but people like Toby Fox are exceptions, not the rule. So please, don't be so insensitive to these people. And again, if everyone could draw, what would make you a special artist? So please be more considerate. I took this video to yap about art, but that's it. Now you might ask, how do you feel about AI? How do I feel about AI? I'm gonna be quite honest with you folks. I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings, but I do use AI, but just for sparkling ideas. Because sometimes I have an idea and I put a prompt to generate my idea visually, and new ideas come. AI goes wild, and things I didn't think about come up eventually. So it ends up helping my creativity. But I don't think AI will ever replace human art. It won't ever. As perfect as it gets, it will never beat someone drawing with their own hands or tools. Because, you know, drawing on pen and paper is not the same as digital. And you know, in the past, pen and paper artists would hate digital artists. They did. They hated Photoshop. Why would it be different now? So, this is the thing. Do I support AI? Well, I support using AI, but just for reference, as a tool. Now, if you have a problem with that, then I'm sorry, but I can't do anything for you. I'm not gonna say stuff just to make you feel better. Sometimes I do, but not in this case. Sometimes it's better to just tell the truth. But there's too many artists who have a big ego. And we need to talk about that. Too many people have ego nowadays. Walter White was an artist, folks. Walter White, with his ego, he was an artist. Walter White, he is just like a programmer and an artist. He wanted the authority overall. He didn't want... Can I do it? Walter White wanted to be the one and only Heisenberg. He didn't want to share it with nobody, which is why he quit. He quit the gray matter, because he didn't have all the credit. He would have to share it with Elliot. So much happens with artists. I'm being quite honest here. I don't care sincerely if it hurts feelings of anybody, but that's the truth. That's how I feel. In all seriousness, I would pay an artist to do my stuff for me when it comes to art. Then I would write and program, and the artist would just work on the visual aspect. What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? It's clearly not that. I just finished the game before, so what am I doing wrong here? But yeah, there was definitely more stuff to... There was definitely more stuff to yap about. Yeah, I just had to do this, right? But I forgot. yeah, the time will just be a little off, not 20 minutes, but my previous record was 13 minutes, so I'm already at it. I look at this game and I think I can do this, except the visual part. I don't have the talent for it. And yes, art is a talent because you folks like it. Artists have been drawing since they were kids and always liked it. Me, I don't. That's the problem. I never liked drawing. I only tried it because I was told to. And it wasn't worth it. And most artists wouldn't accept making music, you know, because they know they're not good in music. They would rather pay someone to compose the soundtrack for them. And that's okay. You know, we should normalize, I hate this word now, but we should normalize people not doing everything themselves and needing help. Because like I said, we grew on power of friendship. Why are we being told to do everything ourselves now? Being independent is overrated. You don't need to be independent. You need to do good stuff. And I choose quality over authority. I don't want to be the sole responsible for my stories. I will give credit to everyone who worked on it. But of course, I will be known as the one who had the idea, the writer of it. But we all need to let our egos aside. Artists, just know your clients are not your enemies. Stop being rude to them. And most people are not rude to you, artists, so please. Anyway, now I'm gonna get to the end of the game. I hope I didn't forget to talk about anything else, because this video is more to yap than to play this game. Anyway. Wait a minute. Ah, you got in. Congratulations, thank you for playing. And the pussy says you came for me. Yeah, he did everything to get pussy, right? To get a pussy, and he came for the pussy. And look at the dragon's face. My previous record up there, 13 minutes. So anyway, this is the game. It's a joke game. They made a sex joke into a game, and I can tell the developers had fun making it. And I hope I have fun making my games as well. But until then, I will give you folks update about how I wanna develop my games or not. I will develop my games how I want to develop them. I am already losing my way of words. I will definitely make games, but I will update you folks when I get to make my games. Anyway, click to restart. He restarts. If you press this, speed run. What does speed run show? Show milliseconds, show best time, laps, starting stage, credits. This is just it. Programmed, art, and music. Like I said, one did the art, one the programming, one the music. No need for writing. You can support them. There's their Twitter, Discord, website. But this is just it. But anyway, if you watched even this joke game, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you folks later.